Ruth Powell is originally from Wales, but has been living and writing in Dublin for more than 20 years. She writes short stories, flash fiction, and vignettes for her blog, Shorter Than Me. And the other solitary activities she enjoys are running, walking, reading, and yoga. This year she plans to read in public more, even though the very thought of it terrifies her. Don't worry, Ruth. You're a flash fiction Armagh, and you're in safe hands. The best audience in the world. Please give Ruth a big Armagh welcome to read Blanket Street.
Thank you. Blanket Street. The jar of homemade jam has a handwritten label, and you think the writing is familiar. You pick up the jar and take it with you on your unplanned journey up the wooden hill to Blanket Street. Walking up the stairs, you hold the wall for balance as your high-heeled shoes are too tight and hurt. At the summit, you take off the shoes and walk into the empty bedroom, closing the door behind you. You sit on the unmade bed that used to be the bottom of bunks, and you place the shoes and the jar of jam on the floor next to your bare feet. You notice some of the wallpaper is coming away from the wall, and you realise that someone's been helping it. You tap the paper gently and see a tiny piece of it fall behind the bed and onto the floor. You check under the bed, and the boxes of outgrown toys in small wicker baskets slap you across the face. For safety, you return to the upright position on the bed again and take 2 long breaths to steady your mind. I've had too much to think today, you say to yourself, and you smile that you can still say something funny. The quiet room is giving the cold shoulder to the sounds from downstairs and to the odd laughter and cigarette smoke seeping under the door. You're just about to pick up the jam jar and the shoes that are too tight when suddenly you notice the lampshade. How can a lampshade hold so many sagas, remember so many tales, be privy to confidential histories? How can the lampshade, with its age and stiffness and lack of agility, remember the story of the greedy princess? Once upon a time, a greedy princess lived near a lake. She demanded all her suitors bring her jewels to look pretty in and fruits to gorge on. Some brought her diamonds and apples, some brought her gold and oranges, some brought her rubies and grapes. A handsome prince who lived on the mountain brought her a silver bowl full of fresh, ripe blackberries. She ate the blackberries, which were succulent and tender, and begged him to bring her more. I can give you blackberries every day until September, said the handsome prince in his gentle voice. But if we are to live happily ever after, you must love me for my spirit and not my fruits. I will marry you tomorrow, she said. That night, the greedy princess told her guards to follow the prince home, steal all the blackberry bushes from his mountain, and replant them in her garden. Then they cast a forgetfulness spell on the handsome prince so that he couldn't remember his way back to the lake. They left the silver bowl outside his door. The greedy princess ate the blackberries all day long and every day all through August and September. She ate them for breakfast and she ate them for lunch. She ate them for dinner and she ate them for midnight feasts. When the bushes were empty and at the end of the season, she waited until they bore fruit the following year. The greedy princess lived happily ever after and never thought about the handsome prince again. The lampshade remembers a story, as does the coloured net curtains, the old sewing machine in the box, and the Christmas decorations. Lampshades can make you believe in miracles. They can soothe your mind and they can help you heal. You wonder how this room was ever so small and how these outgrown boxes and smells of memories must be left behind. You pick up the jar of jam and the shoes that are too tight for you, and you carry them all downstairs.